gents, Six Figs here from YouTube. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the one and only CKB, Nervos Network, baby. I have to reach out to Nervos Network in this video. If you guys can get me some sweet Nervos Network t-shirts or something, or point me in the direction of where I can buy this stuff, because I would love to wear these shirts and stuff like that for these videos. It is what it is, right? But let's get into the juice. Now, everything's kind of been quiet here the last few weeks with Nervos Network, so we're going to focus on kind of what's going on with Godwoken and Yokai Swap. For the time being, it looks like Godwoken had a great event over in India. Folks, this is huge because India is one of the biggest tech places that is in the beginning stages of development, in my opinion. And I say beginning stages with all respect. And I think the potential that tech has in India, billions of people live there, is incredible. And simply because with so many people living in that country, as these people start to gain access to critical infrastructure such as computers, internet, stuff like that, I think we're going to see India kind of become this superpower country when it comes to that. And it already is, let's face it, right? But it's awesome. Looks like they had a great time here. That's wonderful to see. Speaking of Godwoken, Eric Vanderwall, who is the CEO of Godwoken, had a little bio done on Nervos Network's Twitter handle. Interesting story. Started his developer career over 25 years ago. First fighting with DOS and later working his way through web development, game development, VR, and finally blockchain. So folks, when it comes to someone leading a gaming blockchain, this is the type of personality you want in charge of Godwoken. Trust me on this one. It just is what it is. And they go on to talk a little bit more about his career, which you can find on the Nervos Network Twitter handle. So I think that they've got the right people in place when it comes to Godwoken. I really do. Right now, actually, there is hashing it out. And I can't believe I'm missing this. So I'll have to go back and check this out on YouTube. There's Jordan Mack, Matt Quinn, and Monica Marie, who is, they all work for Nervos. And it looks like, what's the topic today? Let's see. Looks like they are, I'm not sure what they're discussing, but usually when Jordan Mack and Matt Quinn get together, the conversations are very interesting, to say the least. Lots of good insight. I love having Jordan Mack on the channel. Shout out to you, brother. Nervape's listing, Yokai Swap World Cup, and a few more notable activities took place the last month. We have summarized it in our recap of November. And if you guys didn't know, Yokai Swap has a little Medium journal, and you can kind of see what Yokai Swap is up to. And Yokai Swap has survived now, folks, for an entire year. That's right. They launched December 3rd, 2021, and they have made it a year. They have completed their 1-year journey. So this is very bullish for me to see this, right? And think about this. I want you guys to think about this for a second. What have we seen be one of the number one problems with some of these projects in the ecosystem? What's the number one problem? They seem to come and go. We have Yokai Swap, which I have seen people really hate on Yokai Swap, and I think it's very unfair. And I've always been a firm supporter of Yokai Swap. I like their decks. I like their NFT marketplace. They're one of the better NFT marketplaces that's functional right now. We just lost Collect. Don't give up on Yokai Swap just yet. They've made it more than a year at this point. I do think that the price of Yokai Swap is pretty lucrative right now. This is not financial or trading advice, but you guys can see right now it's at 0.0028. is what it is. Is what it is. It's almost 1-for-1 for CKB. Let's look at the crypto bubbles in FTT. Oh my God. Oh my God. What in the hell is going on here? We're going to have to look at FTT. This is absolutely baloney. FTT? Are you kidding me? FTT is up 18.3%, folks. How is this possible? Well, I did see that Sam Bankman-Fried had mentioned that they want to activate, or he wants to see the FTX exchange activated so that they can basically sell off FTT, okay, follow me, to pay back the creditors. Where in the hell is the liquidity going to come from? We've got FTT up almost 20% on the day. People are going to get rugged on this. The price is being probably manipulated right now by one of Sam's friends' exchanges, something like that. It could be Binance. Remember, Binance holds a huge bag of FTT. Is Binance behind this pump? Who knows? They could be manipulating this price to unload their bags now that Sam Bankman-Fried has this new idea going. Just my thoughts on the whole thing. Let's see where CKB is here on CoinGecko. So we're going to look at CKB. Okay, so it's right in the top, 250. I'm comfortable with that. It is what it is. It's sitting at an $84 million market cap. Super low cap gem, in my opinion. Again, not financial or trading advice. I like the project. I like the leadership. I like the fact that at this point, nobody else is really talking about it. Nobody has created more videos than myself on Nervos Network or CKB, not even Nervos Network Foundation. So when it comes to this hidden gem, and really we got to think 84 million. Well, that's a cool 10x plus to $1 billion market cap, which is very possible. Folks, it is what it is. Don't take any of this as investment advice. It is what it is. So we can find CKB really on, there's more, it's on more exchanges than this. You can buy it on crypto.com, KuCoin, MEXC, Binance, a whole bunch of others. So this isn't too accurate. So, it is what it is, right? Let's just look at the charts. Again, nothing has really, changed since my last technical analysis on CKB, right? I like CKB and I like Nervos Network. I think at this point, folks, I think I am going to try and pump out a CKB video, and we'll get to the TA in just a second. I think I'm going to try to pump out a CKB video every Friday, right? Because let's just face it, the ecosystem, it's at the very early stages. It's kind of moving slow. Nothing wrong with that, by the way, but it just is what it is. So let's look at this at a very super high level. First thing I'm kind of seeing here. Well, maybe, just maybe, there could be some sort of potential for an inverse head and shoulders. Bear with me here while I get the right indicator here, the right tool. We could almost argue that this price is forming some sort of inverse head and shoulders. And the last time I was doing TA on CKB, I was saying, hey, I think that we could be seeing somewhat of a descending triangle or something like that forming. We could even be gearing up to see some sort of falling wedge. And I do think that this price trajectory, as far as I'm concerned, possibly could just keep rallying up towards this just over 3.0036-ish level. Hopefully 0.0035, somewhere in there. I'm hoping, right? If this bottom falls out, I think we're going to be in for some trouble. Not going to lie. But I do think that we might be in for some trouble. That means we are breaking a very bullish potential pattern. Not something, that I want to see, really. There is some sort of harmonics that we might be able to say could be happening. We could be seeing some sort of move like this, happening. We just need to figure out where this price is going to go from here. We're just kind of in this sideways squeeze, and we have been so now since at least November 13th, something like that. But really, folks, when it comes down to it at the end of the day, I think that it is what it is right now. We've heard of a lot of people mentioning, are we at the bottom, folks? Are we at the bottom? August 30th, I predicted that November 14th was going to be possibly around the same time as the bottom. And really, prices on Bitcoin and stuff like that haven't moved much since that time frame. Not saying that it's the bottom, but I've got this feeling that we're close. I just do. So I mean, only time will tell, right? I do think that these are still good times if you're in it for the long run to accumulate. Not financial or trading advice, folks. I want you guys to understand all of that. If you're bullish on Nervos, network, maybe add to the bag a little bit. I've been stacking. I'm still mining, folks. Still mining. Got all my miners, except for my Siacoin miner, handshake miner. I turned that off. I'm not really feeling Siacoin that much. I'm rambling on at this point. Anyways, stick around for the end screens. Check them out. And we'll see you guys all on the next video.